Hey folks, GDP here, a little worse for wear. Using the camera built into the computer so it's not exactly high def. Try to get that light spot out from under the back. Swing around here. So 2 days since my last report, been tasting a lot of wines. First stop was at Barolo, GB Barolo. As you probably know, I'm a big fan of the wines. 2008 Mondellero, excellent wine. A really nice lineup of wines at Barolo this year. Following on a very strong lineup last year. Happy to report that. Um, Visited a producer new to me in the village of in the village of Barolo. Johnny Canonica, totally natural wine, makes one Barolo, makes a Barbera, which he doesn't sell, doesn't even let people taste because he drinks it himself. Gorgeous Barolo, very small production. I think it's about 3,500 bottles. It's brought into the U.S. though. Something to look out for. A great pure expression of Nebbiolo with absolutely bursting with wild cherry fruit. Very impressed with that. Castello di Verduno, stop by Castello di Verduno. They had a fabulous 2007 Rabaya. Really very 2007 in that it's opulent and fruit driven, but it was fresh and focused and an unusually solid, absolutely delicious 2007 Barbaresco. Today, right now in between appointments. This morning I was at Odero. Odero, another producer, very strong lineup of 2008s. Trying to remember the Villero and the Busiri Mondoka in particular. No, the Roque. The Roque, rocking Roque, absolutely stunning 2008 Roque from Odero this year. Villero also excellent, a nice lineup there. Definitely moving towards a little bit of a cleaner, prettier style. The wines are still arched traditionally, blah, blah, blah. Very, very traditional. Austere tannins, tight, big, beautiful wines. Very excited about that Roque in particular. And then afterwards, we little stop at Giuseppe Rinaldi, as usual. Beautiful wines. Unfortunately, only the Barolo is imported into the U.S. It's another vintage to buy, although Giuseppe Rinaldi is one of the few producers who are pretty much a buy all the time. So those are the high points of the visits I've made so far. I think there might have been one or two others that I can't remember. 2008 Barolo, what am I thinking about it? I'm impressed with the quality of the tannins of these wines. They're tannic wines, don't get me wrong. Lots of tannins, but they're ripe. They're beautifully textured tannins. The wines are medium plus bodied, beautifully balanced, beautifully scaled, fantastic aromatics. 09 is shaping up to be a great vintage as well. 010, probably another great vintage. 011, or rather 11, another great vintage. But 08 is going to be hitting the market soon. A lot of the wines are already out. Classic Barolo wines. They're structured, they've got fresh fruit, they've got pretty aromatics, there's some vegetal notes, some herbal notes to many of the wines on the nose, which is very exciting. It's what I like. But the thing that really sets these wines apart, I think, is the quality of the tannins. They're going to be wines that can age for a long time, but will have a very long, wide-open drinking window. I'm heading over to Bartolo Mascarello soon, so that'll be another data point. But so far, I'm very excited. A huge improvement from 2007. As you might know, 2007 for me, overripe, over-roasted, high alcohol, green tannin wines. Definitely, on average, below average wines were made in 2007, for my palate at least. I know a lot of people enjoy them. If you enjoy them, that's awesome. More power to you. Keep drinking them. 2008 is not going to make you happy. They're definitely subtler wines, slow to evolve wines. They lack some of the power. If you're into power, it may not be the best vintage for you. It's more 88 than 90, but it's probably better than 88. It's got more redder fruit quality than 88. I'm trying to think of other suitable comparisons. What other? It's a smaller, beautiful vintage. It's somewhere north of 95 and 88, but not quite at the. I really appreciate both 88 and 95. I like both of those vintages a lot. This is a vintage that's a little bit beneath, a little bit above those vintages, a little bit beneath the best vintages. Last night had a beautiful bottle of 96 Mascarello Monprivato. Needs more time, 5-8 years. Then it should become much more expressive and approachable. Had some Giacosa Galina Barbarescos last night. The There's an off vintage night, 87, 93, 95, Giacosa Galena Barbaresco. 87 was way past peak, but still very pretty. 93, the acid was a little attenuated. It's starting to thin out a little bit, but it was a beautiful wine in a great spot right now. And then the 95 is more powerful, more depth, a little bit more rustic, but definitely a deeper, richer Galena. Still can sell her for another 5 to 10 years, no problem. I'm not sure I'd buy it at the price it's offered in general around, but $80 if you find it for 80 to $120, you know what? It's not a terrible buy for Giacosa. It gives you an idea of the Giacosa style. What else is there? That's about all I got for you. So the stars so far, three stand out. 08 Barolos, Canonica, Berlotto's Canubi, Berlotto's Monvillero, Odero's Roque, Giuseppe Rinaldi Brunetta Lacoste, also the Canubi, and then we were stopped at Brezza yesterday. Brezza put together beautiful, I think it was a 2010, I have to check my notes, 2010 Santa Rosalia Barbera, beautiful, unoaked, fresh, crisp, snappy, mouth-cleansing Barbera, and a really nice Bricco Sarmassa from 2008 as well. Intense and powerful, but still fragrant and light. Pretty much the story of the vintage. Intense, powerful, fragrant, and light. That's what I'm getting out of 2008 so far. I'll be tasting, I don't know, 400 more 2008s by the time I come home next week. So I should have a fairly decent opinion of the vintage, idea of what the hell's going on here. In the interim, what am I going to do? I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep tasting. I'm going to keep coming back, letting you know, pretty much what's going on, what I'm feeling out here. And what I'm feeling is good. Lots of good wine in the pipeline. Hopefully that'll help keep prices down too. So I'll be back tomorrow with more tasting impressions and maybe some anecdotes. I've been recording great videos of a lot of the producers, so I'm going to put those together in a file and put that on the site as well. That's a lot of fun. Hearing Cristina Odero or Marta Rinaldi or Fabio Alessandria from Berlotto talking about their vineyards, their village, their wine. On that note, my friends, I'm going to take off. Like I said, Bartolo Mescarella beckons, but I'll be back here tomorrow. Until then, drink well, my friends.